enhance operational efficiency, and strengthen citizens' engagement across the interior sector. Digitalization has become a central pillar of national development, guided by the key priorities such as expanding e-governance, strengthening cybersecurity, building a digitally skilled workforce, and creating a seamless interface between citizens and the state. The transformation of the Ministry of Interior fully aligns with this agenda, positioning the interior sector as an active driver of the digital state that government seeks to build. For many years, Ministry of Interior has provided a wide range of critical services that underpin national security, public safety, migration management, business operations, and the protection of citizens' rights. However, these services have traditionally relied on manual, paper-based processes, which slows delivery, create administrative bottlenecks, and place undue burden on applicants. So if you want to apply for site, even if you are in Pusiga, you have to walk all the way to Accra and submit it at the minister's office. At the end of today, this will become a thing of a past because you could just do it. And then if there's the need for a background check for you to go and pick your fingerprint, you will be referred to the nearest CID office closest to you so that you don't need to come all the way to Accra. The new digital service portal directly addresses these challenges. It modernizes our operations, strengthens data integrity and security, and provides end-to-end digital access to our most frequently used services. With this launch, we take a decisive step towards a more efficient, transparent, and citizen-centered ministry fully aligned with government's commitment to build a forward-looking, technology-driven public sector. Ladies and gentlemen, the ministry's digital service platform will host the following services: citizenship and migration services. This comprises immigration quota permits. And when we talk about immigration quota permits, companies in Ghana that have to hire the services of foreigners, the ministry regulates how many foreigners each company could employ, just to make sure that they don't come and take the job space for Ghanaians. So we call this immigration quota. This application will be online. Renunciation of Ghanaian citizenship. In some countries, for you to gain their citizenship, they don't accept dual citizenship. That means you have wanting to renunciate their citizenship as Ghanaians. So that process will now also be online. Dual nationality, that's citizenship application. So dual citizenship that many countries accept. When you are a Ghanaian, then you are gaining you've gained another country's citizenship, and now you want to be able to have a card, the dual citizenship card, so that it makes it easy for you to travel in and out of Ghana. It used to be manual. I just finished signing a whole bulk before I left the office. Henceforth, it's also going to be digitalized, and you can do all this online. Registration as a citizen of Ghana. You know, when your grandparent or any of your parents is a Ghanaian, even if you are born a German, you can register to be a Ghanaian. So when you are going to do this, originally you have to come and get the paper, fill the form, and come and submit it. Today, this is going to be digitalized, and you can do that online. Maybe the person have moved from resident to permanent resident. Now the person wants to be a Ghanaian. That registration was also to how you have to fill a form. Now it's going to be digitalized. Registration of a minor as a citizen of Ghana. When you register to become a Ghanaian, your children, when you are given the citizenship and you become a Ghanaian, the children that you have that are under, 16 years, 18 years, sorry, under 18, naturally, automatically become Ghanaians, and we call these ones minors. So you register them, then we now key them in and add them to your record to say that now that you have been given citizenship, these ones now also become Ghanaians. So that registration of minors is now going to be also online. These services are now digitalized to simplify application process, reduce processing time, enhance verification through NIA integration, because our system is integrated to the National Identification Authority, so that whatever information you give us, they will talk to each other to see and synchronize them and be sure that you are giving us the right information, and provide applicants with real-time update for submission to approval. And this is sort of interesting that I have seen myself, where the moment you put in an application, you receive a text message telling you that your application has been received. When it gets to the chief director, it will notify you that now your application is now at the chief director stage, because it will tell you the stages that you have to go through. So you can be monitoring each time where your application is and how far is it to the end. By what time will you get to the minister's desk? And the minister will be able to also see in the ministry which desk officer is keeping this information for how long. So no matter the moment it goes to you, it pushes to the next person, and the minister can monitor to say that, okay, there are 50 applications on the desk of Director A, who for more than 2 hours, he hasn't worked on any of them. For the whole day, he hasn't worked on any. For 1 week, these are the numbers that he has worked with. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on all of us to make sure that we are up to date and working with speed to make sure that there are no delays and frustration in the application of services within the ministry. The second one that is also have been digitalized is the security and regulatory services, comprising of licensing of private security organization. So all private security organizations, as the year is ending, I now have the tons of papers on my desk, because all of them then have to come to me. I have to now minute them each one to the chief director, then to the desk officers. Today, after this, you can just do that straight on the portal. It becomes seamless. It comes to me, I okay it to the chief director, it goes to the desk officers, they work on it. This is without the fraud that they use. Licensed firearms, that's special to national security oversight, regulation of controlled material, and the governance of private security operations. Digitalizing them enhances transparency mechanism. The third one that is going to also be digitalized from our services is the specialized services such as exportation of dead bodies. In fact, until I became the Minister for Interior, I didn't know that if you have someone who is dead and you are going to take the body back to his home country, you need the permission of the Minister of Interior. I didn't know until I came there and I saw that. I asked my chief director, Madam, what is this one to? So that, oh, if someone dies, the person who has to seek permission from you before that body can be taken with the necessary documentation. From today, knowing very well the frustration that it comes and the pain that it comes, sometimes families can have to wait 2 weeks simply because they want to get the certificate before they travel, that they're able to take the body out. Today, these services are going to be digitalized so that we can work on them with the speed of light. Ladies and gentlemen, the digitalization of these services will improve efficiency in the following ways: convenience and accessibility. Applicants can now submit applications from any location at any time without the need to travel to our offices. Transparency and accountability. Built-in tracking features allow applicants to monitor their application progress, reducing uncertainty and limiting human interference. Enhanced data security. Integration with the National Identification Authority and other state databases ensures accurate verification and protects against identity fraud. Improve revenue assurance. Automated payments through secure digital platform enhances IGF mobilization and reduces leakages, as all of us may know. You come to the ministry, you are carrying 200 Ghana, you give, they say there's no change. And that alone can take 30 minutes of your time because they are struggling to get a change to give you a change. Today, you just do it with your Momo or you do it with your bank card, and it's seamless. This that we are doing is going to help strengthen the national security. Real-time data sharing and digital records improve monitoring of explosive, arms, ammunition, and private security organizations. Key element of our national security, which are the key elements of our national security architecture. These achievements is the result of strong collaboration between the ministry, our security agencies, and technical implementation partners. It represents our commitment to supporting the government's broader public sector digitalization agenda and delivering a more responsive, citizen-centered service environment. As we launch this system today, we reaffirm our dedication to modernizing the Ministry of Interior and contributing meaningfully to Ghana's transformation into a digitally empowered nation. I invite the public, private sector, diaspora community, and international partners to embrace this new platform and take advantage of its convenience and efficiency, effective from Monday, 15th December 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to officially launch the Ministry of Interior online digital service portal. As part of today's session, our technical team will guide us through the portal's key features, user journey, and the digital innovation that now drives our service delivery. I therefore take this opportunity to deem the portal officially launched. Thank you so much. So, Makan will take us through how the portal looks, and then we'll then take your questions. Thank you.
On the About Us page, you can find all the information about the Ministry of the Interior, which includes our mission, visions, and values. You can validate any certificate that has been issued by us anytime. All you need is a digital certificate number. Track all pending applications with just one click. All you need is your application ID. Find all frequently asked questions in the Help and Support page, or you can directly reach out to us either by email, WhatsApp, or
free time to see if you want to make an application, what it requires you to do, what it expects from you, so that once you do them, and then there will be a way to always get feedback. We don't expect the thing to do a magic in a, what do you call it, in a second. But we are very confident that we've tested it. I mean, we've been trying it up and down for the past 2 or 3 months, try to juggle it around to see whether to produce any difficulty. And we are very certain that where we are, we'll be good to go. We've chosen December 15th as the date of start. Not because if you go now, you won't find it's live, it's there, but just to prepare us, because we want to be able to provide the best of services to the average Ghanaian. So enjoy the portal and let us know if there are some complaints. Ours is, like His Excellency John Dramani Mahama keeps saying, ours is to give the best of services to our citizens. So we want to thank you so much and then welcome your questions. Thank you so much.
My name is Samuel Adoba. I work with TV Africa. I want to know how is it secure when it comes to online transaction. Sometimes Ghanaians have difficult to understand also the confidence is not there because of fraudsters. So I want to know how is it secure when we are going online to transact or going to online to do this kind of processes. In terms of the money, I didn't hear anything, the amount, how much are we going to pay if you are transporting a dead body from within the region? How much is it supposed to pay? Thank you.
Yes. Well, I mean, as you know, that we are a government agency and we cannot charge any services that is not approved by Parliament. So all our charges that are being paid are in the fees and charges. And if you know that you were paying 5 cedis before carrying any services at the ministry, it's still the 5 cedis that you go and pay. All the services that we've been rendering already, the price is the same, except that there's new fees and charges that got mature, I think about 3 weeks ago, which has revised most of the fees. In fact, when I even came, some of them, I think, yes, some have gone up, some have rise and become Ghanaians. They used to pay just about 7,000. And I said, no, Ghana is not that cheap. So I came and segregated it. We have our neighbors who are the West Africans. Now they'll be paying 15,000, and gradually the fees and charges have gotten it approved. They will pay 15,000 cedis. And then our compatriots in Africa and diaspora, they will pay 25,000 cedis. But any foreigner outside this group, if you are not an African or diasporan or West African, if you want to become a Ghanaian, there are 2 conditions. 1, you have to pay us equivalent of 25,000 because the laws, the fees and charges. We'll make sure that we get those documents around, and then you get some good link to our borders, the border control system that we have. So when you come, we know when you entered Ghana, where you are working. If you took the right visa, we know. If you had the right resident permit, we know. So if you come and tell us I want to become Ghanaian, well, simply the system itself will match it. But the most important is about how secure it is. I can assure you that, just as I know, even Pentagon, sometimes people try to hack it. We are a security service. We are a security service. I mean, Minister of Interior, oversee the internal security of our country. So we have all this in mind, that people who may be interested, because can you imagine somebody hack in, and then through the hacking, he turns 100 people who are not supposed to be Ghanaians to Ghanaians. The implication on us. So all these things have been inbuilt. Like I said, we don't expect it to be extraordinary vigorous, but it is very airtight. And we have a mechanism to be able to detect if somebody does the hacking and then try to prevent it. Because we are working with NIA, we are working on data protection, we are working with so many other government agencies just to make sure that it is secured and you can feel comfortable working on it. Because if you can't go and put your Momo number and your PIN, and then before you realize someone picks it, or you go and put in your card details and then the next moment somebody picks it. All these things have been properly checked, and I can assure you that it is very, very secured. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good afternoon, Honorable Minister. My name is Nana Poku from the Research Life newspaper. I think digital platform was launched, I think, somewhere last year or last year, I've forgotten actually, at Campiski, about a government digital platform. I don't know, I'm not too, because I'm not good at computers, so I think it's gov.org.gh or whatever, for all the ministries and departments, okay? So that they will reduce the frustration, the bureaucracy, and all those things in government sectors. I want to know, is this integral part of what was launched, or this is a different thing? Because we want to be clear in our minds. Now, secondly, I think that there needs to be proper education, because most people in this country are not computer literate, you know it. So I don't know how intensive you are going to embark on education so that the service will be brought to the doorsteps of those who cannot read and write very well. The young ones, they can easily pick it, but some of us, you know.
I like that. Well, I mean, I'm happy, and I'm sure my colleague, the Minister for Communication and Digitalization, will tell you. If I had to go and sit with our team to work with him, how do we do it so that ours is not just a silo, but it is part of the general government strategy on digitalization? So you can be rest assured, we'll work together, and what we are doing is part of the, and like I said in my statement, it's part of the general government what we call digitalization effort. Just that we are a little ahead because there are a lot of things that are being put in place. So we're talking with the Minister for Communication. He showed that the things that we need to do so that when that of government fully now runs all across ministries, will not be found wanting. Now we have to go back and change this or change that. So we are working with the Minister of Communication into the future. Then side, and we want to make sure that this is so popularized so that at the comfort of your bed, you can be going through it. If you have to provide any, if you need any service at the ministry, you know exactly what to do. But one of the things that we are going to do vigorously is that I've told them, from the 15th on, I'm not going to sign anything manual. So if you come and we won't do manual, that will force you to go and learn how to do it online. Because frankly speaking, it breaks my back. I mean, I go and sit in the office, and sometimes all I do is just minuting and minuting and minuting and minuting. And from the 15th, I won't do anything manual unless something that has not been captured. All the things, the services that have been captured, you have to go and do them online. So if you don't know how to do it, I'm sure the directors and others will be there at the ministry to assist you, even at the ministry, to go on you log in there and they'll take you through. But we won't accept anything manual again because, with a greater respect, you were born before computer. You have to comply because from after 15th, we won't do anything manual from the ministry unless it is not covered. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
My name is Kofi Juma from Sky TV. Mr. Minister, don't you think when we employ these outcoming university students, the graduates, to sit back and then do all these things for those who are not computer learned people, don't you think when we do it in that way too, it will help the ministry? Thanks so much.
Well, I mean, I know Ghanaians are very innovative. When we started Momo, I don't think MTN deliberately said people up there, oh, sit by the roadside and people come and do Momo with you. I mean, myself, back at the university, I have those who knew me very well, they know Mombuzi at KNUST, where we were doing typesetting, photocopying, laminating, internet services, and other things. You take advantage. I mean, you know that people want to go online and do it. They don't know how to do it. Set up your small kiosk, and then people will come. And you say that, oh, if you come here, services of Ministry of Interior will can assist you. And then you charge your token. But for us, we will not be able to say that, oh, because you want to provide this, we are going to provide you a table or a chair. But we want to believe that Ghanaians are innovative, and the young people in our country are innovative, and they take advantage of it so that they will be able to do this and also earn a living out of it by assisting others who could not go onto the portal. Yeah.
Very well.
So I want to, another person.
Are we done?
So I want to thank you sincerely for your time, and we pray that all of us, especially the media, let's monitor it. And like I said, if there are challenges, we'll be more than happy to look and address them. And like my sister Shamima rightly said, our hope is that all the initiatives that we came here to announce, into next year, we have to be coming back to you to tell that, oh, when we did this, we had this results. When we did that, this is the outcome. When this happened, this is the outcome. So at least we'll keep you updated so that the new things that we are introducing, let's see what is birthing, what is giving birth to, so that all of us can share in the joy. And where there are challenges, we'll also be sincere, we do that. Yes, we tried this thing, but we realized that we had this challenge and we had to do A, B, C, D to overcome it. But we want to thank you. And we're very grateful and hopeful that you continue to monitor whatever we are doing at the ministry, and your feedback is always, always welcome. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless our country.